Good evening. Welcome to the Drag Show. Stu Smith, Terry Martin, the one and only Precious Moments.
Hello, Stu.
The legendary Precious Moments. A woman of 1,000 faces. One of them at least is a man, too. What do you want to tell us about you?
What do you want to know?
I want to know everything, so just pick and choose.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I think first of all, I'd love to tell you about my boy part that I have right now.
Okay.
Which is, I'm involved in a revival of the musical Pearls Over Shanghai, which is an original Cockettes production. So I'm very excited to be a part of San Francisco drag history, really.
Yeah, important history.
There are some original Cockettes involved in the production, in costuming, and in the acting as well, and we've been having a terrific time. It's up and running right now. So I think you have a little thing there about thrillpeddlers.com is where they can find out more information. But it's a really, really fun musical, and it's all about white slavery and opium dens and prostitution. You know, a San Francisco story.
Sounds like.
But I'm a man in that one.
There we go.
I'm even pretending to be Asian. Oh yes, that's me in the zoot suit.
Okay.
More makeup than I have on as a woman, but a man nonetheless.
And what's the character's name?
Chang.
Chang.
Yes, I play Chang, the evil crime lord.
Oh my God.
Yes, and before everyone gets like some kind of crazy yellow fever.
We've already got a phone.
Oh, a phone call already. Oh my goodness.
And we're on, caller.
Good evening, caller.
Hello?
How are you?
I want to know who does your hair.
All right.
Oh. What's your name, sweetie?
Julie in San Francisco.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
This hairdo was done by the very, very talented Becky Motor Lodge.
All right.
Oh, we love Becky.
Becky Motor Lodge, yes. We worked very carefully on this together. I helped design it, but I certainly don't have the skills to cut it myself. But there's a few wigs up in here.
Talking about design, she designed her gown, too, her beautiful cocktail dress.
Thank you. This is a
Look at
Mr.
that.
David or Glamour original. Yes, indeed.
You have very large bosoms.
Yes, I take after my mother. Except she's 5'2".
She's 5'2", and she was that big.
Bigger.
Wow, she fell.
Yeah, Italian
Believe.
ladies, you know.
So you're Italian. You're you're with Thrill Peddlers, and you're in Pearls Over Shanghai.
Yes.
So you do other things too. I think you're a musician.
Oh, I've been a musician in a band called Pepper Spray for 5 years here in San Francisco, and that was really a fun project. And we were in quite a few street fairs and festivals, and we opened for Cher once. And
Wow.
We opened for Scissor Sisters at the Fillmore, and yeah, had some wonderful teammates on that project: Jordan L'Amour, Princess Kennedy, Peggy Legs.
Wow.
And
So is that still going on? Or?
no, that's not, that we broke up about 2 years ago.
Okay.
But a band with 5 drag queen singers in it, lasting 5 years.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
So what else is going on?
What else is going on? You want
I mean,
the
there's
scoop,
a lot.
don't you?
I want the
scoop.
scoop.
Okay, the scoop is, well, you know, Tranny Shack ended nearly a year ago, and it was one of my favorite things I've ever been a part of. What's that? Oh,
We got another call?
oh, that's a picture of me as Janis Joplin in New Orleans with Tranny Shack a couple of
Wow.
weeks back. But Tranny Shack is still up and running, doing special events and whatnot, and trips out of town. But a club called Pink Slip replaced it at the Stud on the Tuesday night slot. Pink Slip is being retired, and I'm going to be starting up a new night. That's going to be sort of some drag, some sort of cabaret stuff, but it's going to be sort of a laboratory for a whole bunch of like the extra special fun stuff that's been happening in San Francisco. I'm trying to give it a home base. It's going to be
Wow.
called Bulb, B-U-L-B, like the light bulb.
Like the light bulb just went
or like
on.
a
A
little
new
flower
idea.
bulb, 2 lips. And that's going to be starting up in a couple of weeks, so keep an eye on Facebook through my
That's
site.
exciting. I mean, this town is brimming over with talent.
Yes.
And it's hard to find places to do these beautiful, great, creative things.
One of the things that was so fun about Tranny Shack is that so many of us managed to start with drag and then bring it to other places. So, you know, before Tranny Shack was over, I had been working in multimedia video projects. I had been doing puppet shows,
Wow.
music projects through connections I had there. And it's just, you know, I want to help create an environment where that can be fostered. And you know, teach the children, because there's always younger, new queens coming up that, you know, need to be mentored.
Absolutely.
So I could be drag mama or porn daddy or whatever they need.
Porn? What do you know about porn?
You know what I know about porn.
Well, tell me.
Yes, I do.
Tell the audience. Come on,
Tell
give
the
us a hint.
It's funny doing this kind of show. I feel like I'm just like spilling a resume sometimes. But yeah, I was involved in the adult entertainment industry for 5 years, primarily with Raging Stallion Studios, and I did 5 full years, about 30 movies, a number of different companies, won some big awards, best actor, best sex scene, stuff like that.
Amazing. And
I'm very versatile. What can I tell you?
Yeah, and you.
Go on, chewing gum on me. You're terrible.
You were an
Excuse
art
me.
student, is that right?
Well, yeah, I got my start in New York primarily through art and design. But while I was in college for that, I realized that I should have gone for dramatic arts. But instead of dropping that major and switching, I just sort of doubled it up and started taking a lot of acting and singing lessons privately and through NYU. And that led me to the New York club scene in the early 90s, where some people were becoming big famous stars that are already here in San Francisco, big famous stars now, like Glamour Moore and Anaconda, and a number of people who visit on a regular basis, Hedda Lettuce, Lady Bunny, Taboo, all these, you know, the mega stars. And I was just sort of flirting with it at the time, just like a little bit of drag here and there, and I ended up knowing a lot of those people and doing a lot of fun projects in New York before I moved to Provincetown and worked with the illustrious and demented Ryan Landry, doing his regular drag show and also working on some theater projects with him, such as Medea, ridiculous theater version, and Dragula, which was an original. And that one I was half of the Siamese twin Frankenstein Valley Girls, Courtney and Alanis Frankenstern. That was some fun stuff.
God, you've been all around.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm really excited about this new Tuesday night thing because it's going to give us the chance to work in a lot of the stuff that I'm interested in. And I have so many talented friends and so many great connections, especially through Tranny Shack, that I can help create an environment where some of these people get to experiment and do stuff that they've been thinking about doing that isn't necessarily directly drag related, but, you know, we can foster other talent as well. So I'm sort of curating, you know.
Drag's a really broad word.
Broad. Oh, still, you big
Speaking
silly.
of this broad.
You big silly.
So what is it about drag that gives a person, is it an alternative personality? Is it freedom? Is it...
I think it could be a lot of different